This is Ronda Chervin, me speaking, and we're doing number 5, which I'm entitling Liturgy as Encore, and this is May 16th, 2007. I took a new friend of mine, Amy, to a Mass. She was baptized in the Episcopal Church, but not brought up to be religious. Watching the liturgy so familiar to me, I thought of this analogy, probably because my priest is an organist and Amy is a cellist. Suppose an organist started his daily practice each day with a favorite Bach piece and ended his practice with the same piece. Over time it would become his song and he would never tire of it. It would become the framework of his time at the organ. Similarly, the priest intones the words of the liturgy every day and on the weekend many times. He must experience it as God's song and think that if he sings it well enough to his tired flock, it will sing in their hearts as they go through their difficult week or day. It will become the framework of their lives. I'm thinking of a lovely way Catherine de Hewitt Doherty of Madonna House fame used to console the burdened. She would say, "Everything happens between two masses." That is, today's Mass and the next Mass. The same might be said for the repetitious words of the Rosary, often boring for children forced to repeat them in family prayer. For devotees, they become Mary's song and we her choir. After Vatican II, there was a move to replace the simple rosary, thought to be said in too rote-like a manner, with the scriptural rosary, broken up on each decade and sometimes each bead with scripture passages. I liked it at first, but then found it required too much effort. I was relieved to read in the book of some psychologist of religion that the rosary, like prayers in several other religions, is like a mantra. The purpose is not meditation on religious mysteries, but letting them soak into the unconscious. Isn't that true of our favorite songs, whether they be popular or classical? We have taken in the meaning of the song so that at the very first notes the entire mood of us infects us with glee or hope. Praying in tongues is much the same, especially singing in tongues. An interpretation helps, but we don't want to hear more and more elaborate interpretations or variations. We want the meaning permeating the melody to lift us into another realm, the kingdom of heaven. I think of daily Mass sometimes as keeping one foot in heaven, especially so that the other foot doesn't get caught in the quicksand of my often compulsively anxious thought patterns. It is considered to be a sign of success if at the end of the concert the people rise to their feet and yell encore. Our whole lives of liturgy and rosary and praying of the Psalms, what are they if not encores? In heaven, I imagine that musicians get to play along with their favorite composers. To extend the analogy, what will be our joy one day to attend the heavenly supper of the Lamb? I've gotten quite a few messages from people who like these mini talks and want to be put on a list to be reminded when I do them, which is about once a month, but could be more than once a month. So if you enjoyed this talk or if it helped you in some way, please be sure to write to my email. That's rondachervin@gmail.com, and I'll put you on a list to be reminded. God bless you all.